So there's been some more rumours about the Batman film recently, and I thought I'd talk about them and give my thoughts on these rumours. So we haven't got much to go through these days, but I would actually like to talk about it because, as you know, I'm not just a Doctor Who fan. I would actually describe myself 100% geek. Marvel, DC, Star Wars, occasionally Doctor Who. Yeah, basically those four franchises are I'm actually pretty big fans of. Transformers as well is always a bonus. Anyway, that's not what we're here to talk about today. So we're here to talk about the rumours that have been brought up about the Batman film. Now, a quick side note here, apparently the Batman has actually picked up production again, with I believe one of the cast members actually confirming that it has actually begun again. I think it might have been Alex Ferns who's playing Commissioner Pete Savage in the film, so yeah. Anyway, let's get on to the video. First up, the rumour that Batman will use two suits in the film. This theory states that during the film, Batman's suit that we've seen in the screen test and the recent teaser will be destroyed possibly during the film's second act or very early on in the film, and Bruce will then build a new version that is more up to date. Well, I think this theory is pretty cool for the most part. I have an even better theory. Now, I'd like to give credit for this theory to Cosplay Chris, who you might know from YouTube. He's basically a cosplayer, and he's also a big fan of some of his own stuff, like Nightmare on Elm Street, Michael Myers from Halloween, DC Comics. I think he's done a bit of Marvel stuff, I can't remember. But Chris, I think, speculated that the Batsuit seen in the screen test isn't exactly the final suit, and that perhaps Bruce and Alfred are currently in the process of upgrading Batman's tech. Because I believe at some point in the film, or just like during maybe the first and second act, Bruce isn't the CEO of Wayne Enterprises yet, so he's had to cobble together and scavenge all these different materials to put the suit together. This is why we've seen a more muscle car looking Batmobile, and why the motorcycle seen in the teaser looks to have been modified slightly. So it seems that Batman is going to be a scavenger in this film. Also, this may explain why the Batcave looks to be an abandoned subway tunnel. Quick side note, this may be a detail taken from the cancelled Batman Year 1 film. I mentioned this in the actual Batman Year 1 video, that the Batcave was apparently going to be an abandoned subway tunnel, and while it looks to be similar to that concept, I don't think it's actually a subway tunnel. It looks to be an abandoned water tunnel, more like, that gives Bruce access to the city and Gotham's waterways. And maybe this abandoned part of the waterway is actually directly beneath Wayne Manor, and then Bruce will then be in the process of upgrading it in the next two films. Anyway, towards the end of the film, I think that Bruce will perhaps become the CEO of Wayne Enterprises towards the film's climax, and will use the R&D resources in his company to upgrade his suit and add some more details. Now, there are rumours of what the suit's going to look like. Hopefully the editor's going to put them up on screen now, but perhaps he could add a new cowl, utility belt, and white eyes on the cowl. That is a must-have. We haven't seen that in any live action stuff, so I would particularly like to see that on screen because it would just look amazing. I mean, we've seen it in some animated stuff like Batman the Animated Series, Young Justice. We've seen it in the DC Animated Universe. So yeah, it would be cool to see white eyes on the cowl. Although that is my own speculation though. Okay, the second rumour is that the Court of Owls may be introduced into the Matt Reeves trilogy at some point. This comes from an Easter egg scene during the trailer where an owl can be seen on the car that presumably the Riddler will have left at the crime scene. For those of you who don't know, the Court of Owls are a secret society introduced in the New 52 Batman run by Scott Snyder and Greg Capullo, and have been seen in the animated film Batman vs. Robin, and will be the main antagonist in the upcoming Gotham Knights game. If the Court of Owls do play a role in the trilogy at some point, then that would be amazing, because I really do think that the Court of Owls could actually mesh well into Matt Reeves' Batman universe. So that would be pretty cool if the Court of Owls do actually show up. While I don't think they'll show up in maybe the second film, I think it might even show up in the final entry in the trilogy. Anyway, I do seriously doubt the Court of Owls will show up, but still would be amazing if they are. If anyone from the Batman production is watching, please tell Matt Reeves about this video. I would love it if the Court of Owls are actually in the third film. Anyway, the third and final rumour on the list is that production will be picked up again very soon due to some leaked set photos of the Batmobile. This can also be backed up by actor Alex Ferns, who is rumoured to be playing Commissioner Pete Savage. He stated on his social media that he was going back to work on in a few weeks, which possibly means that production will continue on the Batman very soon. As of now, none of these rumours have officially been confirmed by Matt Reeves or anyone on the film's production team. The film is still currently slated to release I think worldwide, on October 1st, 2021. So what do you guys think of these rumours? Leave a comment down below and let me know. If you'd like to see more videos about the Batman film in the future, then subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any videos. And before we go, I just want to let you know, apparently we're supposed to be getting a trailer for No Time to Die soon, well, a new trailer. So we will of course be doing a video when that comes out. So yeah, I mean, we haven't really heard much about the film since lockdown began. No Time to Die was actually one of the first major films to be delayed during the coronavirus crisis, so yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching and I'll see you soon.